And thank you for joining me. My name is Brock Meadows, and I'm here to share with you a key fundamental that will absolutely help you build your AdvoCare business successfully. It's also a skill that each and every one of us can improve upon, and I want to congratulate you for doing just that, taking the time, seeking out learning opportunities to improve and get better. And what I want to share with you today is the art of presenting an advisor, but not just the X's and O's and the benefits that we assuredly will be a part of our time and our presentation with people, but the two specific components that should precede your delivery of the X's and O's. And it comes from my continued growth and learning through my years of experience and working with thousands of people. But before we get into it, I want to make sure you and I are on the same page of what it is we're here to do in AdvoCare. In the business of AdvoCare, what is our assignment? I believe it's three things. Just like AdvoCare is designed very simply, its brilliance and power is in its simplicity. Here are the three things that I think, keeping it simple, we're really should be focused on. Our point of focus on our behaviors and activities with the limited time that many people have to give to their business of AdvoCare should be spent here. First, we're here to deliver superior results to the people we get the privilege to work with, to get to know, and learn what's most important to them, what they want to improve. Then we get to utilize the world-class, life-changing products, the tools, the solutions, as I refer to them, as we refer to them as a team, that we get to fit the right products per their express goal to help them achieve the desired outcome that they want. Secondly, and right along with it, is we get to be the good stewards of the plentiful options that the world of AdvoCare provides each and every person to make the choice that's best for them. Furthermore, I think we have an obligation, in fact, a responsibility to educate and inform those people about the greatest opportunity of savings, even if they just have a product interest only, that they can take full advantage of today and for years to come. The third is the power of duplication, and that's a power that is determined by the decision and timing of the person that you're delivering results to. So it may be immediately, it may be 15 days into a 24-day challenge, it may be 3 months or a year out. Whenever the person you're working with chooses to share their results and success with the people they do life with, we get to simply come alongside of them and get to know what those people want to achieve and help deliver great results to them too. What that does for you and I, the power of duplication, is it expands your reach and increases your impact and allows you to do what none of us can do by ourselves, and that's begin to be of service to many. And when you get a chance to be of service to many, boy, life is very rewarding and fulfilling, and things are good. That's what you have here. That's what we're talking about today. And the very thing I'm going to share with you in that presenting advisor is going to help you do it. Now, again, the things that should precede the X's and O's are the focus of this presentation for this reason. When you get to the X's and O's, if you do what I'm going to share with you correctly, your time will, at that moment, it'll be natural, it will be comfortable. Your delivery will be strong and clear, and the receiving of the message will be comfortable, natural, clear, and much appreciated. So the first thing that we need to do is get our head and heart right. This is about us. And before you think, do you believe, is just on the surface level, or you know what I'm going to say, I assure you I'm going to get a little deeper. And here's what I mean. You need to believe with absolute certainty that the advisor position is the single greatest place to be. For it is the position of strength, unlimited opportunities, and plentiful options for good things to happen to you and for you, here and now and for years to come. And if you do so choose, you have an amazing opportunity to add value to other people and be extraordinarily rewarded for doing it. That's a long statement, but do you believe it? That's what I believe. On a product sense, I see this happen way too often, that people make the assumption that someone is only interested in products. And, well, I didn't think they had the money, or I didn't think that going to the advisor conversation would be the right thing to do. Listen, they don't know what they don't know. They're counting on you to lead and guide them. So I take this very serious with what I'm about to share with you, and I hope this example is helpful. So when it's only expressed product interest, I want to give you the example, like, for example, the 24-day challenge. And say we have a person that buys it at retail. We have a person that's a member at a discount. You have a person who's 40%. Starting right here, on average across the board, in my years of experience, my empirical data, the person who's a member at a discount has a better result, even just in the 24 days, than the person that bought at retail. Why? This is the coaching part. This is human behavior. This is psychology. These are the things that you and I need to learn and get better at and be able to communicate and understand so that we can best help people win. The reason is why it may be little, having your own membership, your own account, which is why I talk very strongly about the membership conversation. There's a higher level of engagement. There's a higher level of focus. There's a higher level of commitment. Therefore, they get a better result than someone who just buys a product either on your site or directly from you that has no engagement to it. Okay? And the other part to that you've given them the gift to actively participate in the process of achieving their goals that they've expressed that are important to them. Guys, that's huge. Take it to 40% for the very same reasons, but just at a higher level of engagement, focus, and now the real beauty, the commitment to their commitment. That's what the 40% person does, even with their first 24-day challenge. They, again, across the board, get a better result. And here's another important component to your coaching and understanding. Why are we here? Again, what are we called to do in the world of AdvoCare? What are we given the opportunity to do? That's to make a difference, provide a positive impact and a difference that's not only here and now, but for years to come. And by setting people up at 40% from the very beginning, here's what I've seen in the many, many opportunities I've had to work with people that you simply would have made an assumption they couldn't afford or they wouldn't want to do it. I could have thought of every reason not to share advisor, but because I did, and if they were standing here, they would tell you that decision of starting that way has forever changed their life. And they have continued to go on above and beyond their initial 24 days and gain true control of their health, their well-being, and even start to be of inspiration and motivation to others. So don't take it away from somebody. Because in that 24 days, that 24-day challenge is so powerful because we know this is human behavior. If we don't give their attention early, they won't stick around for the whole show. That's absolutely true. The 40% person gets a far better lasting long-term result than the member at a discount because they are committed to the longer term. So that's my example with the products. Don't keep that from somebody. Business, simple. If you tell me you want to earn $1 with this opportunity, or you're even remotely interested in dipping a toe in the water, or you want to even share a product with anybody, I get pretty much right to the point. And this is some word choices that I would use and do use. John, that's awesome. I completely agree. Now you see why I thought of you and why I want to talk to you about it. This is crazy. Only good things can happen. But anything less than being at 40% would be absolutely silly and foolish for a variety of reasons. First and foremost, you would prohibit your ability to have maximum profitability right off, in anything you do. You'll be leaving money on the table. You'll be selling yourself short. In fact, you'll be undervaluing your time and your energy, your effort, your coaching, the limited time you have to provide to your AdvoCare business in any conversation you have, because you won't achieve the greatest reward for that effort. So basically, you'll be cutting your nose off to spite your face, John. So let me help you make sure we don't do that. And let's just get into the position of strength and a full opportunity to leverage what is here for your benefit. So that's something you could say about the business. Position in place, real simple here. Do you believe that the advisor position is the best? Advisor is the best position because it is the position where good things happen to you and for you in the immediate and continued future. Do you believe it's the best position, or advisor is so important because of the place it provides? It's the place where the good person wins, and wins often, repeatedly, for doing work that's worth doing, adding value to others, and being exceptionally rewarded for doing that work. Do you believe the position in place is unlike anything else? Exceeding value, that's 3 parts. Number 1 is the product. Do you believe the science, the formulation, the design, the values, the benefits the product provide are far exceeding any product in the marketplace in and of itself? The second one is even more important because it's you. Do you believe in you? Do you believe that what you provide is exceeding value? Your knowledge, your coaching, your support, your effort How about the resources that they're now going to have available to them by becoming an advisor, becoming a member on your team? That microsite is incredible, and all the educational resources that they have now at their fingertips. How about the team, the champion community you're now going to introduce them to by way of the team Facebook group page? They're going to receive tremendous encouragement and positivity and read it every day like they've never seen before. Those things all add up to exceeding value. That's why oftentimes when I get asked about the price of the products, I say they virtually cost nothing. How's that? Because of what I just said, and I share that with them. And the third thing is an example to bring that point home by way of something I think everyone can relate to, and that's Dick's Sporting Goods. I will often say, John, what if Dick's Sporting Goods announced today that tomorrow only you could go into this store, buy anything you want, any Under Armour, Nike, equipment, outdoor gear, whatever it is, golf, anything you want. You take it to the register, and it adds up to $3,000 in retail. They're going to give you 30% off at the register at the point of sale, right then, right there. And now you're going to be at 40% off of any product, anytime, at any Dick's Sporting Goods for the rest of your life from that point going forward. What would you say to that, John? His response is, that's incredible. That would be amazing. I would so take advantage of that. 40%. That's what you and I get to provide. That exact example is what we do here. Now the second step, and this is the most often missed step or mistake that people make in multiple conversations, let alone advisor conversation with the people they're sharing AdvoCare with. And that is this. They often make the mistake with their excitement and enthusiasm and greatest intentions to begin to tell people what they think they need before they take the time, ask good questions, and listen to what it is that person wants. So let me be very clear. The quality of your questions will determine the quality of your answers. You need to ask great questions and listen a lot more than you talk. And you want to start by asking those questions. What is it you really want? And always go deeper to get the real answers, right? Why is that important to you? Why does that matter? Can I ask you why that matters to you? Has that result not happened to you thus far just yet? What's the greatest limiting factor that's prevented you from achieving those results? See, those are great questions to continue to dig. What you're doing there is learning about them. You're going to get to the heart of the matter. Hear what I just said. Get to the heart of the matter. It's going to make the rest of the conversation genuine, comfortable, again, very smooth and easy for your delivery of the benefits and advisor and their receiving of it. Another question I like to ask is, what does your ideal life look like, John? And I ask it because it's so uncommonly asked. It kind of is a knee-jerk reaction that they actually have to stop and think and give me a real thought-out answer. But there again, I have to help them and dig a little deeper. John, if you could wake up tomorrow and all the days to follow, and you could design your day, what would you do? Who would you be with? Where would you be? What would you accomplish? How would that make you feel? Those kind of questions are going to really pull that out so you get to know what's most important to them, what they're missing in their life. You see, I believe this to be true too. While not every single person that you're talking to is looking to raise their standard of living, I assure you every single person is looking to improve the quality of their life. I believe it. I know it. It's the truth. So let that help you ask some great questions and really listen to what the answer is. On a health and performance, again, what one or two things would you like to improve about your health, John? Why is that important to you? What about your performance that you aren't satisfied with that you would like to see improve? Options and income. What greater options would you like to have in your life? Is it greater time with your family? Is it greater income so you can begin to knock out the debt you mentioned to me? Is it greater income so you can begin to plan and actually take a family vacation this year as opposed to the 5 previous years you haven't been able to do that? How about an extra $500 a month to begin to put away and plan for your little boy and girl's college education? So ask those questions. Get the answers. Now, because we have our head correct, our heart on the same path, on the same wavelength, and we're getting to know what matters to them, we can now share the X's and O's. and all the benefits to the advisor position with strength and clarity. And that brings you to the point where you go, John, now that we've gotten to spend time together here and I learned a lot about you and what's important, I now get to want to bring it together and let you know what the advisor position means, all that it offers. And it's incredibly plentiful, abundant, and it's the reason I chose to be there. And here it is, just like the Dick's Sporting Goods example, you're at 40% for the rest of your life on any product, anytime, and you're in complete control of the process. You have no auto ship, you have no monthly minimum, you have no requirement to sell a single thing or tell another person about these products. You have no inventory you have to keep. This is all about you and having the world's best products at the cheapest price. Even if there's just a product interest, guys, that's what I'm saying. If there's an expressed interest in any level about the opportunity or piqued curiosity within it, I'm going to continue with these two other things about, and I would continue with them anyway, about the debt you mentioned, John. Well, you're going to be happy to know we have an award-winning Debt Buster program. It's absolutely free. Other like programs in the market are $299. This is free because you're a member of AdvoCare. And the debt that you want to start to knock out or the vacation you want to start to plan for, we have a rookie bonus. It's an amazing quick start bonus that if you do the minimum to even achieve it, allow me to begin to work alongside of you, you're going to earn over $1,000 in the next 6 weeks. How would that make you feel to start to get to put that plan in action? And then the last thing that ties it up in a nice big bow is the 100% satisfaction guarantee that this company provides each and every one of us. What that means, John, is they give you 12 months to determine the value and benefit these products provide you, in addition to my coaching and support. And if you don't like it, you change your mind. You don't even have to give a reason. You have 12 months to return any unopened and undamaged product for a full refund. I got to ask you, as you and your wife start the 24-day challenge, do you need 12 months to determine the value of the products, or will you know within 24 days? See, John, what that is, it's a risk-free chance for only good things to happen, for an opportunity that I consider an opportunity of a lifetime for what it's done for me and my family. And like any good business person or any person making a decision in this world, you're always taught and wise and smart to look for the upside and always protect your downside. I liken that, and I use this example at this point in time, guys, to say, you're familiar with Richard Branson, one of the top entrepreneurs in our time. Well, before he entered into the airline industry, it was pretty, possible risks, a great deal, a great many of them. So he came up with a plan and proposed it to Boeing that he wanted to test the waters of the airline industry and asked if he could buy one plane from them at an X price, and they would agree in 12 months to buy the plane back from him if he didn't get his airline off the ground, didn't want to pursue that business. They would buy the plane back from him at the very same price he paid them a year earlier. Now that's pretty smart thinking, and that's what you call protecting your downside. That, my friends, is what we get to do and provide every single person you talk to. Product interest only, and or of course any opportunity to improve the quality of their life and raise their standard of living. As I close with you, I want to remind you of another important step as you finish out in this process. Now that I've shared the benefits, please do them a favor and simply ask if they clearly understood all the benefits that you just presented. Because there's a lot, maybe they didn't. And that's a great opportunity to, again, have more discussion. But once they do and they say, yes, I clearly understand. Great, John. Well, now that I've shared that with you and we spent the time together, I just simply got to ask you, is the advisor position where you would like to start? Each of those times you ask a question, please do yourself a favor and them. Ask it, be quiet, and listen. Get comfortable with the awkward silence. Don't make the mistake that I most commonly see here at this point in the conversation where you default to the lower discount levels. You were too weak to stay there and let them answer. Again, they don't know what they don't know. They're counting on you. What do you believe and what do you know is the truth? Only upside here. Only great and mighty things can happen for people here. I have never met a single person that has lost $1 in AdvoCare, because you can't. I've never met a person who said going to advisor was a bad decision, because it's not. That's from my experience, and that's what I know. I hope it's of help to you. And the last thing, even if someone didn't exercise 40% right in the beginning, day 15, they've had great results. 3 months, 6 months, a year, you see them, they're continually buying product. The same rule would apply and suggestion I'm going to give to you. in your continued conversation with them, Amy, now that you're having these great results, now that I keep seeing that you're buying product and you continue to love them and benefit from them, I wanted to revisit the 40% maximum discount savings with you, because I hate to see you spend more on anything that's providing value to you than you need to. I know you value your dollars and cents like you do your health, so can we revisit that? All right? Listen. Okay? Ask it. Be quiet and listen. Something else you could say to that is, so on that note, would you like to make 40% a target for you and I to achieve, and for you and I, and for you and for me to help you achieve it? Would that be important to you? Would you like to do that? So I hope this has been of help to you. You do those things preceding the X's and O's, and I promise you, you will help more people achieve the best position, and you'll begin to able to put them in a position to see greater things happen above and beyond just their initial product experience. Guys, I enjoy very much working with you. I'm cheering you on. I believe in you, and I believe in the work we're doing. Let's continue to do great things together. Thank you so much.